This right here, this is a Viair 88P air compressor, and I've had this for a number of years now, and I bought it way back when I had a sports car, and they're great for that purpose, like a sedan tire or a skinny sports car tire, but I've been trying to use it with this 4Runner for the longest time. Keep in mind, I don't have huge tires, they're like 33s, but this thing takes forever to reinflate and air up even 33-inch tires. So finally upgraded, and let me show you what I got. So this is the EasyFlate Moab Auto Air. And it's bigger and definitely heavier than that Viair, but it is so much faster.
I want to go fast.
EasyFlate claims this is 7 times faster than a Viair 88P. So let's find out how fast it really is. All right, guys, before we run the test to see how fast the Moab Auto Air performs, let me show you what it comes with. So it does come with a carry case, which is nice, and also a single tire inflator hose. I'll talk more about that in a second with a little speed chuck at the end. And then these little adapters to, I guess, inflate a basketball or an air mattress, or I don't know, like a unicorn for the swimming pool. I don't know. But anyways, that's what it comes with. And if we look at the controls on this guy, and the display is not going to come on because I don't have it plugged in right now, but you got plus and minus buttons so that you can set the pressure that you want this compressor to cut off at automatically. So if you set it to 40 psi and let it go, it'll stop at 40 psi for you, and you don't have to worry about it, which is great. And then on the other side, you have these buttons right here that say single and multi. So a lot of these dual compressors are made to inflate multiple tires at the same time, at least the ones that are like this style, because of the amount of output that they have. And back pressure with inflating a single tire like causes problems sometimes. But this one, they thought of that, and it is designed to either do a single tire or multiple tires. It's just up to you to pick which one you want to use. Okay, so that's how the Moab Auto Air works. Now let's see how fast it really inflates my tires. The EasyFlate Moab Auto Air. I have that hooked up to my old Morflate 4-way tire inflator hose that you can see going on here. And I've already deflated my tires a bit, and they're at about 18 psi right now. So let's see how fast it really is. We've got a timer down there that you can see over to the right here. We've got my digital gauge that's on the Morflate. That was the aftermarket one. That's not a Morflate one. I added that myself because this setup is old enough when Morflate first started that I don't even remember that they offered a gauge for it at that point. It was just like literally a hose system. And then we've also got the gauge that's on the actual air compressor itself there. So they're, I mean, close to identical. The Moab Auto Air is reading 18.6 psi. The gauge I have right here is reading 18. So give or take a little bit, right around the 18 plus range. And we're gonna bring it up to, let's see what I have it set at here. I have it set to 38 psi. So let's see how long it takes with the 4-way hose inflator running both the compressors on the Moab Auto Air to get it back up to 38 psi. John, are you ready with the timer? Yep. Perfect. So let's do it and see how long it takes.
A few moments later.
All right, so we just stopped the timer at 3 minutes 46 seconds.
That was fast.
38 psi on the Moab Auto Air. That hose is really warm.
Hot stuff coming through.
And we've got, well, let me turn this valve off and we'll get a little more accurate reading on this gauge here. I guess it's about the same. So 36 on here. Split the difference at 37 psi. 3 minutes 46 seconds for about 20 psi. And my tires are Nitto Ridge Grapplers in 295 75/16, and they measure out to 33.39 inches. So that'll give you an idea if you're running 33s how long it'll take with the 4-way inflator system. Much faster than my old Viair. I guess I'm gonna get bored here and we're gonna plug in the Viair, bring it back down to 18-ish psi and see how long that takes.
Moments later.
So I dug out the Viair 88P that you see right here, and you can see like the huge size difference. I mean, they're meant for different things. The Viair 88P has been reliable. It's a fine compressor for what it was designed to do, which is really, like I said, sedan tires, sports car tires. like not big tires, and mine aren't really even considered big tires per se. I've got the tires deflated back down to a little under 18 PSI that you can see on here. And we're gonna run the same test again and time it, but with the Viair 88P, just to show you how dramatic of a difference in time it takes to reinflate off-roading tires. So let me get the Viair hooked up and we'll see what happens. I mean, this is kind of a little David and Goliath scenario, except this is the alternate ending version. All right, guys, got the Viair 88P hooked up. We got the little engine that could. Let's see how long this guy is gonna take. John, you ready? Yep. 3, 2, 1, go.
A few minutes later. A little longer than a few minutes later. Much, much, much later.
All right, let's stop the timer in 3, 2, 1. All right, so 36.3 PSI. That's close to what we were at, right, according to that gauge. And we're looking at 17 minutes and 35 seconds if I round it up a little bit here. So significantly slower than the Moab Air.
It's the fastest who gets laid. If you ain't first, you're last.
All right, guys, so there you have the results. The old Viair 88P did the job in 17 minutes, 35 seconds. And my new EasyFlate Moab Auto Air did the same job in only 3 minutes, 45 seconds.
Shut up and take my money.
It's not that 7 times faster that EasyFlate claims on their website, but it's about 4.7 times faster, which is more than fast enough for me. Like, I'd rather wait less than 4 minutes to do the job than a whole, like, almost 18 minutes to do the job. And the reason I waited so long to upgrade from the Viair 88P, because like I said before, these were never designed for off-road tires. I used it on a sports car. The reason I waited so long is because of this new Auto Air feature, which has that automatic pressure cutoff setting that you determine like whatever PSI you want it to be at, and the compressor will shut off by itself. That is super convenient. Like, think of, like, even with 3.5 minutes, like what you could be doing instead of like sitting there watching the gauge constantly back and forth. I want one.
No.
Really great air compressor. I highly recommend them. And then full disclaimer, I bought this with my own money like almost a decade ago. And this one I just bought with my own money myself. As always, my opinions are my own. Nobody pays me for my opinions. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you'll join me for the next one. Remember, destinations don't matter, the journey matters. This is Roger, over and